G'day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Build Insite podcast. This is episode 44, part 2 with Luke from Adelaide Plastering Solutions. If you missed part 1, make sure you jump back to last week's episode and catch up on that. Otherwise, tune in as we wrap up this conversation.
I think it was really important to note as well, like you just touched on then, is trying to find that, and it can be really tricky for some to try and work out what that balance is, but that you obviously, I know using my personal experience, when we went through a bit of a growth period, I just decided, I need to just spend as much time as I possibly can in the office, and I probably let the site stuff go a little bit too much. I wasn't kind of, being that leader, whilst I had confidence in the supervisors and the project manager to be able to make sure that that was all good. I really probably should have showed a bit more presence on site. So it's finding that balancing act of, not forgetting about it completely, but not overstepping and micromanaging as well. It's a really, really tricky balancing act. And it's, positive to hear that guys on site are picking up and seeing how happy you are, mate. That's a testament to, obviously it's working. So well done. Yeah.
100%. And I feel like a new man being out there. It's good. It's good. Keeping off when your phone is like absolutely going off, like trying to get that mindset of like not answering the phone every time it goes off, because that just absolutely takes so much time, like crucial time, that flow of work away from you. So getting better at that as well.
Yeah, I think the whole connection there is days gone past, and it's still a big element of it. You've got, a builder that's obviously trying to run a project and then every trade. But what's forgotten about even by clients is that trades have a business to run. So you get stuck and mudded down in invoices and, we've all got BAS to prepare and all that with your bookkeeper or yourself. It's never ending. So, you've got a young family, Luke. So
my wife Abby and my beautiful daughter Sunny.
Beautiful.
She's 2.
So what are you doing? Is there certain areas there that are non-negotiables for you, mate? So make sure you're showing up as a husband and a dad.
Yes, definitely. Like after my Achilles injury, I'm in debt to my wife. She pretty much babied me for those 3 months. So I'm catching up on some lost time there.
Before you go too far into that, we better give people a bit of context on that. Lukey decided that he wanted to make a bit of a superstar cricketer comeback. Do you want to tell us what happened there, bud?
So my cousin gave me the call up and out the Craigmore Cricket Club. So shout out to Craigmore Cricket Club. C2s, and went out there, and I probably lasted about an hour and ruptured my Achilles clean snap off the bone, and made quite a loud noise. So that was me done. And the first thing you think about is work. Funny enough, it's like, but the guys got around me, and they helped the business out quite a lot, but that put a lot of strain on Abby for sure.
Yeah. So is a cricketing career done, mate, or?
Literally got a message from my cousin today. You got me back on. So.
Too good. It is tricky. It is a sign you get a little bit older and you can't do the things that you used to do.
Yeah. Maybe my cricket career is over, I think.
Yeah.
What do you do outside of work? Obviously, Lukey, there's some pretty big pressures of running a business. You've got, you need to be able to show up for the family as well. But what is there? You got any little techniques or tricks or things that you do for you just to wind down or relieve a bit of stress?
Of late, definitely like having that discipline and like saying no to that overtime work and picking my daughter up and even just walking to the park and just those small things switch off and help reset. Getting up early in the morning and just taking the dog for a walk, like just things like that really wind you back and ground you again, because you can just get stuck into that absolute rabbit hole which is business and work, and you will get burnout for sure.
100%. Yeah.
Know what it's like.
I think I know for myself, Luke, that's something that's just an ongoing kind of management. Everyone's probably different, but if I don't have that daily check-in to what's happened, what was good, what was bad, a bit of journaling, reflection, gratitude, it goes a long way.
I think, like, in saying that, you're actually benefiting your business by doing so. So like that's what helps you wind it back a bit, because you know that feel good self-reflection feeling, and then it goes back onto your business as well. You're reset. You're ready to go again.
Yeah, you're coming in with a clearer mind. You're a lot more grounded and just ready to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For over 130 years, Bowen's has been the builder's choice, providing a service that provides timber, hardware and innovative building products.
And now we're helping you further with this wonderful partnership.
We're proud to announce Bowen's as our new premier sponsor, bringing you more of the insights that you love. Build Insight together with Bowen's.
Real people,
Real insights. Luke, what would be the toughest thing to date, mate, you've had to sort of come across with being in the trade, in the building game?
What, as in like a specific project or
project,
a
client,
lesson?
builder, maybe working for Luke?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say the toughest thing was earlier on with the with like BAS and tax, and you know what's your money and what isn't.
Yeah.
So, and then even before I was on wages as well. So like that's been a blessing, going on to giving yourself wages and knowing what the business money is business only. That's probably been the biggest one there.
Yep.
What, Lukey, as you get bigger, I suppose, and grow your team, obviously it's a big struggle that every growing business goes through, is trying to recruit some valuable team members to, share the same passion as you do. Have you got any tricks or any values that you look for, or techniques on when you're actually onboarding people?
Not necessarily. Like the guys that we have now, I had to sort of mold them into what our business vision is, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's taken a little while, but I truly believe that they're buying into what we're trying to deliver and become, and they want to be a part of it. So you do go through some people that don't want to do that, ups and downs, and it costs you money and a bit of heartache and stuff like that as well. But the guys that really want to buy in, like once you do have them, you really got to look after them as well and show appreciation.
I think a crucial one that I've actually noticed in you as well is the way that you show up as a leader. I think even the guys that started off with you with little experience, they can see the motivation and the passion that you've got for it, and you've really taken them along. Guys like Marco, like he only started, a couple of years ago in the trade. Like he's an apprentice at, how was he, 38 or something?
He'd be going on to 40, yeah.
Yeah, never done it before, and he would be, like the qualities that you see in him, he's like an elite tradesman as an apprentice still.
Yeah, and it comes down to wanting to do the trade, not treating it. It's like any trade, doesn't matter what you're in, but you can't just treat it as if it's another job, like it's a pay packet. Because if you do that, you're doomed. You're gonna set yourself up to failure over your apprenticeship, and you're, as a business owner, you'll be able to pick up on that early stages, and I'm pretty good at that. Like if I see someone slacking or I'm getting feedback, I'll have that chat and I'll say, what's going on? Whether it's personal or I'm just, they might be a bit fatigued or something, but just let them know you're there as well, and it usually gives them a little kickstart.
Yeah.
I don't want to tar everyone with the same brush, but we've all got apprentices and trying to train younger people or new people. Is it harder to get the younger generation on track than it is, in your experience, Luke, to more mature age people that have had that life experience and worked a different career paths, a bit like yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know about mature age apprentices when I was a young apprentice. These days, there's so much more mature age apprentices seeking work. We have 2 mature age apprentices doing extremely well. One junior doing extremely well, but they are hard to come by, the younger guys. Jared, who's with us, he's from 2.5 hours out of Adelaide towards Port Pirie way. So like he gave up his country lifestyle to move down to Adelaide and take on a job with us.
He's not driving that far every day still.
Yeah, out of his own pocket. Yeah, so like he's enjoying it, like an country kid and the big smoke, but yeah.
Love it, the big smoke. I was just driving through to Luke's studio this morning, and one question I had for you, mate, was obviously the type of work you're doing. Like Adelaide's a bit unique. There's a lot of stone buildings, like probably different, a lot of sub-base kind of older buildings you're probably working
I
with.
think we're going to have a job for life around Parkside area, that's for sure. So we get a lot of calls, quite a lot of jobs out in Parkside and that. So those, the heritage jobs, obviously can't knock them down, can only extend them, but they'll forever keep us busy there.
Dino, so I rocked up to site last week, got scratch bench tops, paint all over the windows.
Let me guess, Lukey. No good?
No good. And now we're spending big bucks trying to fix it.
Mate, Goop Guys roll on a thick, peelable, protective coating that saves your surfaces.
And your budget.
And your sanity, Lukey.
Seriously, check them out. goopguys.com.au. Protect your job from the start.
Yep.
Where have you seen, Luke, over the last few years, I suppose, in your journey? How have you seen your trade, I suppose, change up a little bit? Where do you see plastering going in the future? I know we've spoken quite a lot about you've got a really big interest in being as sustainable as you can as a renderer, as a plasterer.
Yeah.
Where do you see things going from your perspective?
Well, it's definitely heading in the right direction, and whether or not the tradesperson is going in that direction, or whether it's forced through building regulations on site, the 7-star, and a lot more builders are doing that. The vapor wrap, the Climasure vapor wrap, I think just the generation shift is what's sort of bringing it upon. I'd ideally like to work with clients that have a sustainable outlook. Hempcrete particularly would be good. We work with Craig Lukes down in Kyneton Rocks, Organic Constructions there. He's really hot on the Hempcrete, big driver in South Australia, but it's just one of those builds that it's a bit tricky. Materials and stuff are imported from overseas, or it's expensive to build. You know what I mean? So that's what deters the clients away from building.
So what is the system, just to give a bit of context on what it is? So it's Hempcrete is, from my understanding, it's like block work, Hempcrete block work.
It can be block, or it can be a foundation.
Okay.
So 350 mil walls, like foundation, so they just get formed up and like sprayed in there, or even just poured out of the bucket.
And then you plaster over that with a specific type of render or plaster?
Yeah. So that will be like a natural lime plaster that can be mixed with like a natural cement. So Prompt, Vicap brand, and just hemp hurd and water. The curing time is what is really tricky, and like trying to get the climate in Australia, especially South Australia, it can be too hot or too cold. So
I haven't personally built with a lot of that products, but know people who have, and it sounds like there is a bit of an art form to the curing time and the moisture that's in the hemp to be at a point where it's fine to then keep going. So, but yeah, look, I mean, you're obviously very passionate about that part of the industry and making a bit of a, I suppose, stamp with your business in it. So is there anything you're doing marketing-wise that's working, or is it the connections you've made, the relationships that are most powerful?
It's mostly like the connections. So one thing I'm focusing on is, rather than reaching out and bringing in, is working with the clients that we have now. So, Lukey, Passive Home, enduro builder. We've jumped on with Maxwell Built, another passive home builder, looking to form those relationships. And that's how I get my sustainable fixes through these guys, and working with them.
Really honing in and targeting those projects that you actually really, truly want.
Yeah, 100%. Because if I ideally just reached out for Hempcrete, there's just not a workflow of that, or a pipeline. So that's sort of how I got to get my fix, and with the hope that eventually, which I believe we will, we'll start introducing more Hempcrete and passive homes. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see areas in your trade and materials where it can become even more sustainable, whether that's the way we're dealing with waste, or just, I suppose, getting that education on types of materials out earlier?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, because we use a lot of plastic in our trade, unfortunately. We try to mitigate that and, reuse core flue drop sheets, or drop sheets in general, like cloth drop sheets, or a waste bucket with a Hessian bag, or like that collects waste. But yeah, that's as far as we can go with that one.
It comes down to the suppliers and what they're supplying to you, and just keep driving that element of opportunity there to keep pushing down roads like hemp and so forth.
Yeah. Well, us as a company, we try to control as much waste, and ideally we'd use if we can choose our material, we'll use our material.
So Lukey, what do you see next for, I guess, what's next for Adelaide Plastering Solutions? What's next for you as a business professional? Where do you see and where do you want to take the journey next for you guys?
I think, as I touched on earlier, just really dialing in and focusing on the core builders that we have now, building that relationship. Ideally, I'm in the process of building like a portfolio and like a APS vision for these builders, and having like ideas and ways that we can go sustainable, or work with Hempcrete. So always in the loop with Craig Lukes from Organic Constructions, and Joe as well from Hemp Building Company over in Victoria. So
Tell me more about that. What are you as in you're putting together like a bit of a proposal package to take to people to get them to look at things from a different perspective, or more just to showcase, this is everything we do, this is why you should use us?
It will be like a combination of showcasing and a vision, an APS vision, and like services we can provide you. It's open-ended. Like, it's not going to be just, we're going to slap some mud on the wall. We're going to use like the best material or whatever. It's like, we're going to provide you a high quality standard professional service, and we're going to be along with you the whole journey, moving forward, not just this particular project. So that's sort of where I'm at. As far as like growth in the business, working with the guys that we got now, as I touched on, they're really buying in, the guys, and they're excited to see where APS goes moving forward, for sure.
Yeah. Long-term plans, take over, be the biggest plastering business in Adelaide?
No, my head's not that big, mate.
No, stick to what you're good at and what you're really passionate about. I think you'll take you a long way.
Yeah, definitely. And just really, like, just focusing on us and what we like want to do as a business, and not trying to imitate anyone else. That's what I've really focused on in the last 3 years of the business.
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's only 3 years in running a business, and
is that it? 3 years.
3 years, and just sitting here now. So
there you go.
We are absolutely thrilled to announce that Circus Studio are coming on board as a major sponsor and supporter of Build Insite.
Circus Studio is Australia's leading interior design centre. If you're an architect, building designer, interior designer, builder, or just looking to build your dream home, you need to make a time and come in and check out the space here in Port Melbourne. This space holds every element that you'll possibly need to design your dream home. Like the portfolio book there, mate. That sounds epic. Honestly, that'd be something really cool to be pitching more to the source. And when I say the source, talking your architects and
100%.
building designers, because
Yep.
as we all know, sometimes that it's ship sailed a little bit. Clients might have been shown some materials or just seen the general building material that don't know about your Hempcretes and different render systems, your bash rocks and so forth. So
Yeah.
that sounds epic, mate. We might have to get a look at that when you've got it going and
100%.
get that out
Luke,
there.
you will have one.
Yeah, fantastic. I think is that probably leading into something like with I don't know the Adelaide building scene as well as you guys, but it seems like with the builders we network with that there's a real uptake and passion for just building better durable homes. Jackson with Climber Shore with we've had Jess on a couple of times as well talking pro climber and so forth.
Yep.
Yeah.
The next generation's definitely coming through. Like the younger guys out there really. There's no hard feelings on the old fellas out there, by the way. But
They're probably not listening.
but yeah, like there's a real drive and a real sense of like I can feel the passion from other contractors like subbies and builders. Like, it just does feel a lot different. You know what I mean? There is like everyone's got the same vision. So yeah.
Well, I think you had the open day for the job, Bass Rock job. So it's like your work's on display. Years gone past, you would have had to have been part of like a display home, whereas now a lot of projects for custom builders are display homes during construction. So is that exciting when that sort of comes through, or more nerve-wracking, mate?
I mean, I was very humbled when Hempcrete project down in Kyneton was in the Flurio, living on the Flurio magazine down south, like, and I just, all us boys can stand back and just like put our arms around each other and say that is insane. That was a full 650 square meters of rendered hempcrete, outside and inside, with an eggshell finish using Renault Pass from France, imported over there. Like, it was epic.
Yeah.
So
what just before we let you go, mate, we'll just get into a little bit of your social side of it. I've seen every now and then I see the camera pop out on site when you're wandering around there. Anything exciting that you're working on?
This year's I've stockpiled a lot of content because we're doing a lot of bigger projects. So I've gone out and got myself a DJI content creator and a DJI drone. So I've got stockpiled a lot of footage. Hopefully I can get some really good content out there in the new year with these jobs hopefully getting handed over towards Christmas.
Yeah. Watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space.
Amazing, Luke. Well, mate, before we let you get out of here, we've got a quick fire questions, mate. We try and keep them quick. So I might
rapid fire. Don't get stuck. Whatever first comes to mind.
So I might kick us off here, mate. You might have already answered this, but let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Got favourite project so far?
I've got to say Bass Rock, don't I?
Most underrated tool in plastering?
The small tool. You've got to go the small tool.
Biggest plastering myth? Hard plaster.
Your back is the crane.
Dream project or collaboration?
Oh, God. Honestly, that's a tough one.
What about something like I know you sent me through a bit of a link the other day, something like a wood fibre board that was getting plastered over. Is that a dream project or is that a headache?
I wouldn't say that's a dream project, but I'd say just probably working with a builder and coordinating a Hempcrete project from the ground up would be a dream.
Yeah. I got one more question. It's not on there, but one more question for you. What would be one crucial piece of advice you'd offer a younger version of yourself or someone looking to get into the trade?
Back yourself. I'm a big believer on, if you, what's it called when you like think it,
Manifestation.
Sorry,
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm a big believer in like manifestation. So like,
Yeah.
if you want something, you can have
Yeah,
it.
100%, mate. Definitely. It's reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk it up. Talk it up and it'll happen, mate.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Luke, mate, it was absolutely awesome meeting you, mate. I haven't met you before today.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love your passion, mate. It's you can see it coming through. Look forward to getting over again and hopefully get out on site and catch you guys in action on a calorie building project.
No, for sure. Thanks for having us on, fellas.
Anyone wanting to find out more about Luke's journey or Adelaide Plastering Solutions, where do we find you, mate?
Just on Instagram, Adelaide Plastering Solutions, or on our website, AdelaidePlasteringSolutions.au.
Awesome. So if you're any Adelaide builders, SA builders out there, get on there and give them a follow.
No, thanks, fellas.
Thanks for joining us, mate.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in, Lukey. Really appreciate your time. Guys, if you want to find out more about Build Insite, head over to our website, buildinsite.com.au. Over on the website, you'll find links to previous podcast episodes, our YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Catch you on the next one.
We just need to say a massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters. Without them, Build Insite wouldn't be possible. So to Bowens, Circus Studio, Wonderbuild, Goop Guys, Calorie Building and Backman Builders, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you again next week.
Let's cue the disclaimer. I need to let you know that myself and the Build Insight team are in no way, shape or form qualified to give you personal or specific business advice. We strongly encourage you seek out the use of professionals for products or when you are making personal or business decisions. Everything discussed during the Build Insight podcast is our own and the guest opinion and personal experience and is of a general nature only. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Catch you on the next one.